Hey guys! Alright, I wanted to start off by first telling you about the type of juicer that I have. So if you guys are interested in juicing, there's so many different kinds out there, and what I have learned is that save up, get the ones that are a little bit more expensive because they are truly worth it. I have been looking at different types of juicers. I used to have a Breville, which was great, but I noticed I would get a lot of pulp. So when you're juicing, right, it extracts your juice and separates the pulp, which is the fiber, out. And what I noticed is that I would have a lot more pulp than I would have juice. And I would have to use half a bag of spinach to get this much little juice out. So I also really didn't like on the Breville juicer that I had. It's the one that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. It's been there forever. You clink it up like that. There was a huge, large mesh. And that's what would separate out, the juice from the pulp and all the things. I had a super hard time cleaning that mesh out. It was like you could almost bend it. It was kind of soft and pliable. So I ended up returning that juicer. I juiced for a little while and then ended up returning it because I'm like, this is not worth it. It was a pain in the butt to clean. It took forever. I was scrubbing at it. Then I was bending the mesh and just trying to, it was a pain in the booty. So recently, I've seen a lot of people who got back into juicing, and I was like, all right, I gotta go give it another whirl. And so I looked into masticating juicers. So masticating juicers are ones that they juice a lot slower, they use a lower heat. So although the Breville juicer says it's cold press, I still find that when I juiced with that, I would get a lot of wet pulp on the side, which means that it's obviously not extracting as much juice compared to the masticating juicer. When I use the masticating juicer, I have super dry pulp, and all my dogs sit there, and they're just like, come on, come on. They're just ready for it because I give the pulp to my dogs and my guinea pigs. And obviously not too much citrus, but a little spinach and fiber is not going to be bad for them. So I divided up, I maybe have a handful of pulp, and I divided up amongst 4 dogs, which 2 of them are large breed huskies. So, and then the guinea pigs, they get a kick out of it. So, but it's super dry pulp. It's super, super dry. So I know that it's totally extracting all the juice that it can. And the juicer that I had, it's called Omega, 8006 HDC. So that's the one I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. I used my 20% off coupon. They have a similar one, or actually the same one on Amazon, but I'm the type of person, if I want it, I want it now. So I just went to the store and got it. So this juicer, the Omega juicer, is a horizontal juicer versus an upright one. And because it's masticating, it's slower. It does take a little longer than the Breville. The Breville will spit out the juice right away. It literally is splash zone, you're at SeaWorld in the front row, right? So this one, a lot slower. It drips out on the bottom, but I really like it, and I think I get a higher yield. So that's the juicer that I use, and I'll post a video of me doing one of the juices, and I have a video of me unpacking it as well. So it is a little pricey. It's close to $300. Used a coupon after taxes. I was at about $250. But I think it's totally worth it. And the best part is super easy to clean. The little mesh part that I talked about before, which the Breville was larger and it was softer, it's like a hard metal mesh and super easy to clean. It literally takes me maybe 3 minutes to take the whole thing apart, clean it, and put it on the drying rack. It's even dishwasher safe. I never trust those things. It always says it's dishwasher safe, and I'm like, but is it really? And then if I want to, juice later on at night and maybe juice something sweeter if I have a craving, there you go, get the sucker back out of the dishwasher. So I think it's easier to just put it in a drying rack. So, yeah, so that's my juicer. So it's super nifty. And then I'll kind of go over what I do in the morning. This is the new thing. You can see Gracie Lee's little tail in the background. For every morning, I saw online, I know a lot of people have talked about drinking warm water with half a lemon. They sometimes put cayenne or apple cider vinegar in it, not cinnamon. But I tried it for a couple of days and just have a hard time with the apple cider. So what I did instead, I just do a half a lemon, and I don't fill this all the way up. I just fill it up halfway, but I'm a pansy and I don't like it too hot, so then I throw in an ice cube. So I have a little tea kettle that's electric, heats it up like that, and then I just squeeze half of my lemon and I drink that in the morning. One thing that I noticed when I was juicing previously, or when I was doing apple cider previously, I used to take a shot of it in the morning, just get it over with, because I know there's some health benefits to it. But I actually, after juicing for a longer period of time, because I juice citrus every day. I live in Florida, oranges are cheap. I juice citrus every single day. And I noticed that when I went to the dentist, he said that your enamel is eroding away. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what does that mean? So I have to use Pro-Enamel toothpaste now because I consume too much citrus, and that I'm actually hurting the whole dental portion here because I was just doing citrus. Every day I did strawberries and oranges. And I was wondering why I wasn't losing any weight. Imagine all that sugar in there. So this is prior to me really understanding juicing, and that you should mostly juice vegetables and not so much have a sugar party in the morning. But so when I drink this, since this is acidic, it has the lemon in it, it's a little bit of tart, I always make sure that I brush my teeth afterwards. Some people drink this out of a straw. After seeing that darn YouTube video of the turtle with the straw in its nose, I just can't do it with the straw. I try not to use straws. So I just drink this and then brush my teeth after. And with the juice, since I do mostly leafy greens, I'll do some oranges every now and then. But I always try to either finish it before I leave for work or drink it after work so I can brush my teeth. So that's kind of like the 101, but normally I always do my lemon with warm water in the morning, first thing I do, and then I'll make my juice. I like to not drink my juice right away because I like the juice to get really cold in the fridge. So I make it, I stick it in the fridge, I drink this, I start with my morning work and emails, and then before I get ready to go, then I take my juice with me. And then I'll post another video of the cool glass bottles that I got that help me store my juice. A lot of people do mason jars, and my fiance took some juice to work the other day, and he was complaining about how the mason jar doesn't fit in his cup holder in the truck. So I solved that problem and got him these cool glass bottles. Fun fact also on the masticating juicer, I feel like it produces less like froth on the top, and it doesn't settle so much. So sometimes when you see like a juice or a smoothie, when you go to the store and buy some, you really have to shake it up a lot because it separates pretty badly. I noticed that with the masticating juicer, it still separates a little bit, especially if you do a lot of like spinach or kale, but for the most part, it is a lot less separation than I have seen with the Breville, with the centrifugal juicer. So there's your fun facts on that. Either one, or even if you get like a cheaper one on Amazon, it doesn't really matter. If you don't have the money or can't save up to buy a more expensive one, then just get a little one to start out with, and you can always upgrade. But seeing as fruits and veggies do add up, I always try to get the most yield and the most out of them. So I went ahead and saved up for this one. So let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise I will see you at the next video. Bye guys.